Hey everyone, this is Raptor's blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another animated news segment. So today's animated news is going to be on the new Nicktoons movie crossover that's supposedly coming out. Now, this is just rumors so far, but there's supposed to be Nickelodeon is supposedly planning on making a new Nicktoons movie crossover that has a crossover of all the Nicktoons coming together. And here's what we got from this article. So it says Jared Hess, who would direct Jared Hess will direct the Nicktoons movie, which aims to cross over Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, and Our Monsters. Um, it's get ready for a cartoon crossover of massive proportions. Deadline is today reporting that Paramount Pictures has hired Napoleon Dynamite's Jared Hess to write and direct the Nicktoons movie that would combine the worlds of classic Nickelodeon cartoon originals like Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, and Our Monsters. No specifics are mentioned as to how exactly the Nicktoons movie will blend the show's various worlds, but plans for the future are likened to Robert Zemeckis' 1988 classic Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and although only Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, Our Monsters, the Angry Beavers are specifically mentioned in the initial report, there are a few other 1990s Nicktoons that could also appear, such as Rocko's Modern Life and Hey Arnold. If you got any favorites, then please feel free to comment below. But that's pretty much the gist of this article. That Jared Hess of Napoleon Dynamite fame is going to direct this movie, and it's supposed to cross over classic Nicktoons like Doug, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, the Angry Beavers, Our Monsters, and the like in this little movie. But I am curious to know to see what is this movie going to be about. Again, there's no details released about what this movie is going to be about, and I'm curious to know what it's going to be all about. All we know is it's supposed to be similar to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So, in saying that, does that mean that the Nicktoon characters are going to be like actors, or they're just like acting out their roles, or is it going to be like a live action hybrid where you have a human protagonist and the Nicktoons happen to be like background characters or something like that? Um, excuse me. I'm hoping it's not like a live action hybrid where the main protagonist is a human, and they get the most of the focus, and the Nicktoons are like in as they're like background characters. I hope that doesn't happen, because I like to have a Nicktoons movie that actually focuses on the Nicktoons and not on the human protagonist, because to me it doesn't really make a lot of sense that you have a human protagonist taking most of the show while the Nicktoons are in the back. So I hope that doesn't happen. And it makes me wonder, what is the purpose of making this Nicktoons crossover movie? Like, are they trying to make a new TV series for the Nicktoons or something like that, and they're just introducing a reboot through this movie, or what are they doing? Like, we're not sure about what this movie is going to be about. We're not sure how it's going to affect Nickelodeon as a whole, or how it's going to affect these Nicktoons as a whole. We're not sure yet. Like, we haven't got any news about it. But if it's supposedly going to be like a reboot crossover movie or something like that, and it's supposed to lead into some TV series, like, what I'm hoping will happen is that they make a TV series called The Nicktoons Show, will be like a sketch comedy or a sitcom or something like that, or maybe a mix of the two, and have all the Nicktoons just interact with each other and go on adventures together. I would like to see something like that. Excuse me. I like to see something like that unfold from this new Nicktoons movie crossover. That's what they're shooting for. Again, we're not really sure what this movie is going to be about. All we know is it's supposed to be something like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know if it's going to be like the Nicktoons are actors or something like that, or it's going to be like a live action hybrid with a human protagonist. We don't know yet. But I am really interested in this movie, in this supposed movie, if it's going to come out, because I wanted to see the Nicktoons come together for a long time. I wanted to see a crossover between them, and if this movie is pulled off right, this could be a big thing for Nickelodeon. Be something like the Avengers, getting all the characters together into one movie and have them interact with each other. I would love to see that with all these Nicktoons, but I just hope Nickelodeon pulls this off if they decide to go ahead with if they decide to go ahead with it. Just have a good storyline, have a good reason to have these Nicktoons come together. I'm hoping Nickelodeon does all that. So I am excited. I am interested to see where this is going. I just hope Nickelodeon does it right, and I like to see what the plot is going to be all about. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you think Nickelodeon is actually going to go through with making a Nicktoons crossover movie? And what are your thoughts about this? Are you happy that there might be a Nicktoons crossover movie, or do you think that Nickelodeon should just leave well enough alone and not do 90s Nickelodeon crossover movie or Nicktoons crossover movie? Just let these characters stay where they are and not mess with a good thing. Please feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter so we keep you updated any new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rowdy's blog, Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.